What's happening, Juice Daddy? Back here on the Juice Daddy channel inside Casa de Juice Daddy. I know it's been a little bit since my last video because game collecting's slow. Really, really slow. But it's starting to warm up here in Montana after a month of miserable winter conditions. Garage sales, oh so close. In the meantime, I thought we'd do another round of Juice Daddy collections. And this time we're going to focus on this right here, the Xbox One, and the 34 physical games I have for the Xbox One. Xbox One, not my favorite. And quite frankly, the reason I'm doing this video is because I've got a tub and I'm going to put it away. I'm going to store it away. I think I'm done with it. I'm definitely not going to buy any games unless they're like super, super cheap at a garage sale and just can't pass it up. And even then, I may only get them in the hopes of flipping them. So, yeah, let's go over the Xbox One. I've got the original OG model. I don't have a Slim. I don't have an Xbox One X. Although I tried desperately to eat enough Taco Bell to get that Xbox One X last fall. But didn't happen. This is the 500 gig model, which, based on how Xbox is kind of wanting people to buy their games, is not a big enough hard drive. So you should definitely, if you're in the market for one, get the terabyte one, I think. This one still has, I don't know, am I supposed to take this? I think I am. I don't know why I never removed the HDMI sticker. So there's that. The VCR. That's what it was kind of compared to by people, was the VCR. This one, I don't know if the later models, if the Xbox One X or the Slim still has, this one still has the HDMI in. If you remember the original Xbox presentation that they did, it was all TV, 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 watch TV, 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 TV. So you can plug your cable box or into here, and then use your Xbox to, watch TV while talking with your friends about your favorite TV show. Did anybody use that? I don't know. It's got the Kinect thing right there. Mine did not come with a Kinect. I think mine was one of the first models when they finally decided to sell them without bundling a Kinect. But I do have the option still right there. So I've never put an HDMI in. I guess in theory you can run another game console through your Xbox One. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. Yeah. Xbox, let's see. Mine came with, it was a Christmas gift. I'd already had a PlayStation 4, and I'd already had my Wii U, so the Xbox One was kind of the one that I'm missing. And I remember it well. It was a Christmas present from my mom and stepdad. Thank you. I appreciate it. Basically, my mom bought my brothers and my stepdad an iPad for Christmas. $500 tablet each. What do you want? I'll get you an iPad. I don't want an iPad. Well, what do you want? There was one game I wanted to play on Xbox One that it was exclusive. I couldn't play it on PlayStation 4 or on the Wii. I said, get me an Xbox One. And she did. This was it came with a couple of Assassin's Creed download games. I actually go over, I know you're not going to be able to see the TV all that well, but a lot of games I have, these are the ones that I installed. Let's go over them real quick. Like I said, I think a lot of the fun in Xbox is some of the games that just aren't even on disc right now. Of course, for the kids, that one of them would be Fortnite. But Cuphead. Cuphead's one of the highest reviewed ones. It's a ton of fun. It's really great. What else do I have? D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die. Very highly reviewed game. A lot of fun. Ended on a cliffhanger. And then the studio closed and they didn't release the next one. So it's a decent title, but it kind of leaves you hanging because that's it. Ori and the Blind Forest, another great Xbox exclusive right there. That's only, they may have released like a limited physical. I don't think they did though. I think it's only download. And then the sequel is going to be coming out soon. Max and the Cursed Brotherhood. Here, let me grab the camera. Hold on. I'll try to do all this one-handed. Max and the Cursed Brotherhood is coming to Switch and may already be on PS4. I'm not sure. Rare Replays, one of the reasons to own this, I think. It's got a ton of great games. Raiden 5, a good shooter. Turing Test is kind of like Portal, but without the humor. I believe it's also available on PlayStation 4, though. What else do I own, just not installed? You see a ton of the Xbox 360 backwards compatible games are ready to install, like Alan Wake. Here's the games mine came with. I believe it came with Unity. Or no, it came with Syndicate. I believe it came with Syndicate and Black Flag as downloadable codes. So I got these two Assassin's Creed titles with my system when I initially bought it. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon was released as a free game if you had Xbox Gold, I believe about a month ago. A lot of 360 titles that are classics. Braid, Castle Crashers. I like Child of Eden. It didn't do too well. You can even find a physical copy for less than $10 still. Going on through this. I got these Gears of War downloadables because I played one online session of Gears of War Ultimate Edition. That you got download codes for all 4 original Gears games. Let's see here. There's Ikagura on 360. Nice shooter, hard shooter. Lords of the Fallen, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain were also Xbox Live Gold games. Yeah, a lot of these were. Sunset Overdrive, and that's the game right there, Sunset Overdrive. That was the reason I got an Xbox One. I wanted to play that. It's an Insomniac game exclusive to Xbox. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of my titles kind of tied up. I mean, let's see, add them up. I have 21 installed and 99 games ready to install. So 120 digital titles right now ready to download on the Xbox One. Now, I know that as, you know, a retro gaming channel, a retro focused gaming, a game collecting focused channel, digital games and playing games digitally isn't really a focus. However, for the Xbox One, I truly believe that if you just want to get a system and spend a little money, play some games, not worrying about budgeting for games, not worrying about, I don't have the $60 for this and that, and the Xbox One is great for this. In fact, you may have heard recently that they're going to do an Xbox One without even a disk drive. It's going to be digital only. And the reason they can do that is this. It's Xbox Game Pass. And this thing, it's not for me. It's not for me personally, but if you just want to play some games, Xbox Game Pass, I believe it's $9.99 a month. Let's see here. Let's see if I can load it up and how much it is. Yeah, continue. Yeah, there you go. So $9.99 for 1 month. It looks like they're doing a deal right now, $14.99 for 3 months, and a whole year for $120, which is not a discount. So that 3 month for $14.99 is kind of the way to go right now, if you're interested. Now, on Black Friday, they had a deal that if you were not a subscriber or if you were a lapsed subscriber, you can get 1 month for $1. And then, beginning of the year, they did a 2 months for $2. I think anybody could have partaked in that. So they do run deals on this from time to time. And the reason it's good, it's like a Netflix of video games. And I'll show you. So for your $9.99 a month, $14.99 for 3 months, like I said, if you just want to spend a base price and play some good games, and even some recent games, Game Pass isn't bad. As you see in the top left, I think you can, 100 plus titles ready. So let's see, I mean, yeah, some of these, like, are you really going to play a World of Cufflings? Maybe not. But look, there's Alien Isolation, Alien Hominin HD. I like that game. That's good. You got the Banjo games. You got the Batman Return to Arkham games right there. Let's see, there's Braid again. There's that D4. Look, there's Crackdown 3. Just came out. If you want to run through Crackdown 3, but you don't want to go pay $60, Fire up your Xbox One and get 1 month of Game Pass for $10 and play it. Play the campaign or the Wrecking Zone, which I'm assuming is the online. I don't know. I haven't played it. We got Darksiders up here. We don't have the most recent Devil May Cry, but there's Devil May Cry 4 and there's DMC. We have Doom over here. We have Fable 1, 2, and 3. Fallout 4. Forza Horizon 4. All the Gears of War, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Judgment are in there. There's the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Halo 5, actually I think all the Halos are represented. Halo 5, Halo Wars 2, Halo Wars, Halo Spartan Assault, and Halo Master Chief Collection. I think I guess it doesn't include Orbital Shot Drop Troopers or whatever it's called. Here's a great game I've talked about a few times, Hellblade. Hello Neighbors up there. Hitman, lots of Hitman. Look, Just Cause 4 just came out in December, 3 months ago. You want to play it? Just run it through there. Don't have to own it. Both Life is Strange. There's Life is Strange 1, and that's the Before the Storm episodes. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 and the Legacy Collection 1. Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug XX. The 2 Metro games, not the most recent one that just came out, but the other 2. Mortal Kombat X is in there. I mean, as you can see, just a ton. Over $10. And there's PUBG. Quantum Break, Recore. So you're getting some of the Xbox One exclusive. Rise, Son of Rome. Sea of Thieves. There's Shadow the Tomb Raider. Couple Shantae games right here. Skyforce Reloaded, a good shooter. There's Sunset Overdrive. Super Lucky's Tales. Try not to go through all of them, but as you can see, just a ton of titles. We Happy Few. I kind of want to play We Happy Few, but the lowest I've seen it go is $35, so I'm almost tempted just before I unhook this Xbox. I don't know. But yeah, there is, so Game Pass. So if you're not interested in collecting for Xbox One, but you're still interested in some of the games or even the exclusives, Game Pass. And you don't have to own 34 physical titles. Because as you're going to see, many of the games that I'm about to show you that I have for Xbox One physically are represented right here through Game Pass. And of course, these aren't yours to own, and the titles come in and come out. There's been games on Game Pass that are no longer on Game Pass, so that's kind of how it works. It's kind of, like I said, the Netflix of video games. So if you want to kind of be paying attention when something's going to go away, because you don't want to be in the middle of it and then have the game gone. So, but I think, like I said, if you're not into the collecting aspect for either video games as a whole or collecting for Xbox One, but you're still interested in some of the games, Game Pass is the way to go. All right. Let's go through some of these games that I have here. I have 34 in total, like I said. I try not to drop them. But you are definitely going to notice, as I go through these, that when I tell you that Xbox One was not on my priority list to play, you're going to be able to see, because a lot of these I haven't even bothered to open yet. When I'm playing modern games these days, Switch, I'm playing a ton of Switch, and PS4, specifically the PSVR, I'm playing that. So, and I don't have a ton of time just to constantly play games. And of course, I have other interests as well, including going out and game collecting. I love going out and visiting, garage sales, thrift stores, whatnot. So my gaming time is very, narrowed, and it's narrow enough that I'm not spending a whole lot of time, or any time at all, really, with the Xbox One. So let's go through it here. Here's a recent pickup. I got it from clearance on Target. It's Extinction. You see, I bought for about $12, $11.98. Victor Vran Overkill Edition. I got this from GameStop, I believe, for 4 for $10. and there were a couple titles I wanted to get. One being not Tetris, Tempest 4000 for PlayStation 4, and there was another one, so I needed two more titles so I can get them for $10 each, or $10 total. This one just kind of caught my eye, mostly because of its involvement with Motorhead, and it comes with like a Motorhead CD. I'm not a Motorhead fan, but I appreciate Motorhead, so I thought that was kind of cool. Torment Tides of Numeria Day 1 Edition bonus physical content, world map, and soundtrack CD. Okay? So there's this. One thing to realize, I don't think, outside of one really bad case, which I'll get to here in a moment, I don't think I paid full price really for anything. That's not necessarily meaning I overpaid for anything. Of course, if you are the type of person who believes that, well, you still have it sealed and haven't played it, you overpaid for it, then yeah, I won't argue with you there. But I mostly caught deals either the Microsoft Store, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop to amass most of these. Although for most of them, I don't really remember the price I paid. Some of them I do, but most of them I don't. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. As you can see, I have that already. I can just download it because I own it on there. So there's that. Styx, Shards of Darkness. King's Quest, the Complete Edition. Another thing I picked up at Target at clearance for $6.96. Not bad for, classic game, King's Quest. Game of Thrones, the Telltale series, Game of Thrones. This was a garage sale pickup a couple years ago. They had $10. I got it for $5. As you can see, it's still sealed. I think only episode 1's on the disc, and the other 4 episodes you have to download. This is the title right here, Gears of War Rare Replay. I've seen these a ton at garage sales. I picked them up at garage sales for super cheap, $2, $3. And at the time, they were just kind of quick flips, even if I was only flipping them for $8 to $10 myself. But that's why I was picking them up. It's 2-disc, I think. Oh, that's some downloadable content for Gears. All right. Yeah, 2-disc. So if you do see it at a garage sale or whatnot, just double check that both discs are in there. Rare Replay and Gears of War. There was a time, it may even still be true, I didn't check, GameStop was giving for this game, the Gears of War Rare Replay, like $3.20 credit. But if you looked at Gears of War, they were giving like $2.10, and Rare Replay they were giving $2.10. So you were making more by just turning in the individual disc and getting $2 each than you were giving the whole game as a complete collection. Quantum Break, one of the what I find interesting Xbox One exclusives. As you know, if you watch this channel enough, I'm not a Halo fan, I'm not a Gears fan, I'm not a Call of Duty guy. So therefore, a lot of the appeal of Xbox One kind of loses me because the Xbox 360 was the shooter box 360. So getting an Xbox One while having zero interest in Gears, Halo, Forza, which are like the exclusives for Xbox One, I'm glad I didn't pay for the console myself and that was a gift. This one's interesting, and the reason I haven't opened and put it in is because it requires, how much is it? 55 gigabytes of storage. Because it's mostly full, it's basically a movie. It's definitely an FMV game. Well, it's mostly FMV, full motion video. Then it goes in regular video game to do the shooting sequences. Then it's back to another 30-minute movie section. So yeah, it's fully acted and scripted and all that. Interesting. That's what I'll say about it. I think it got middling reviews. Not great, middling. Here's another exclusive that kind of caught my eye. It's Recore. Of course, they had put out Recore, the Ultimate Edition, since this came out. I don't know much about it. I haven't played it yet. It was interesting. I think I caught this for like $5-10. Then I bought it, and then they put out the Ultimate Edition like a week later. I decided to go Final Fantasy 15 on Xbox One because I was informed. No, I know why. Because I got a deal on Black Friday, which I think a week before Black Friday a couple years ago, Final Fantasy 15 came out. Oh wait, was it pre-order? Was it coming out like early December? It was like in a week before or after Black Friday. Somebody was doing a deal. Was it Microsoft themselves? This wasn't released yet. It was a week later. It was going to come out. And on Black Friday or that weekend, Microsoft Store was saying you can buy it it was $30. $30 to get Final Fantasy 15, not even out yet. So I jumped on it then. I just haven't played it yet. But I felt good about it because I was told it looks prettier on PlayStation, but it's a little like more frames per second on Xbox One. Like if you want frames per second, do Xbox One. If you want a little bit better graphics, get PlayStation 4. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to pick up the Royal Edition on PlayStation 4 at some point and probably play it there. But here's the Xbox version. Mad Max. I got this for $25 not too long after it was released, and I remember getting it because I answered. I found it, I don't know if it was on Slick Deals or where I found out this, but if you registered on like Marlboro Cigarettes website, just registered and did like a thing, they would send you a $25 gift card. Like a $25 prepaid Visa. So I did. And sure enough, yeah, well, congratulations, Justin. You're going to send. So by registering on Marlboro's website, I got a $25 gift card. Of course, now it means like every month or so I get a bunch of coupon offers and junk mail from Marlboro. That's filling up Bozeman, Montana's landfills. But hey, a few years ago, I got $25 from it. And I used it to buy a Mad Max off Amazon for $25. So thanks, Marlboro. I hate cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. And I really dislike people who smoke cigarettes. For the most part, they smell. They stink. But thanks for Mad Max. This is based on the movie, right? Or is it separate? Must be separate. Because you think they'd put one shot of Charlize Theron on here. Dynasty, which hit every system, and of course is cheap as hell. I've watched gameplay of this. It sucks, clearly, but I mean, to me, it's one of those. It seems like it's one of those so bad it's good. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? I gotta try it. Rugby 15. I got this for cheap somewhere. Like, real cheap. I remember getting it because I want to play a rugby game. It just seemed interesting. Like, I want to try some rugby. Crime and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes. I believe I got this for $13. Yeah, as you can see, we're running into titles. Like, what titles do I either own already because I got them through Xbox Live Gold, or they're available on Game Pass? Recore, Quantum Break, Gears of War, Rare Replay, Assassin's Creed Chronicles, Crime and Punishment. So far, all available. This one, too, I believe, Killer Instinct, Combo Breaker. This was I think this is the second game my mom bought with the package. She got this game and the Sunset Overdrive game, and then with the Xbox. So, and haven't played it yet. I got it because I liked Killer Instinct, and then I think I got it and realized that it's Killer Instinct episodic with seasons. I don't know why they chose to do this, but oh well. Now here's the biggest disappointment of my Xbox One collection. I paid full price for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And it bugs me to this day. I paid full price because there was a promo in December, a month after its release, that you purchase it and you put in a code on this and it's a full $60 rebate after you sent in the proof of purchase, which as you can see, I sent in the proof of purchase. It's cut out. Well, they sent me the form, even though I put in I'm getting the Xbox One version, they sent me the one for PS4. So they denied my rebate. So I did not get my $60 rebate. So basically my plan was buy the game, get my rebate, and then whatever GameStop was giving for this a month after its release, which probably was already less than 15, but, go make $10, $15 off of it. Why not? Well, I ate it. Wasn't worth selling. If I sold it today, I may get $5 for it. Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is me succumbing to hype and stupidity because Microsoft had a 1-year exclusive for Rise of the Tomb Raider. And instead of just waiting and getting on PS4, probably a better version of it for cheaper, I bought it, didn't spend a whole lot of time with it, and I think I got it at a Target buy two, get one, so I wound up paying, what does that come out to, like 33 or whatever it works out to? No, 40. So basically paid 40. So I overpaid for it for sure. I think I got Fallout 4 at the same time. So there's another game I got and kind of just succumbed to, because it was the only one available. I was going to get it on PlayStation 4, and they didn't have it. It was already out of stock. So I picked it up on Xbox One. Should have got it on PS4. Now I'm just like, I'll get the Ultimate Edition, the Game of the Year Edition, and play through that. Wolf Among Us. I had to get it for cheap because otherwise I would never have bought this. It's about this time I kind of realized I'm over Telltale, which is why in my collection, I only have Season 1 of Walking Dead. I don't have anything else, basically. I haven't bought anything from them. And now they're closed. There's Sunset Overdrive, and this is probably still my favorite part of Xbox One. This game's super cheap nowadays. I've seen it brand new for as low as less than $5. I think I have a copy in my 300 sub contest bag for when I do have a 300 sub contest. It's going to be in there. So I think I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure I bought a copy specifically for that purpose. But Insomniac, I love Insomniac, great developer, Ratchet and Clank series. Yeah, Sunset Overdrive, good game. Dead Rising 3 launch title, I believe. And at least at the time, I believe it was exclusive. Xbox got an exclusive on it. So, looking for new games to play when I initially got the system, I went out and picked Dead Rising 3 and picked up this as well, Rise, Son of Rome. Yeah, it's a game. It's nice to look at. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition. I remember I got this, I believe it was either Craigslist or Facebook. It had to be Craigslist. Facebook, I don't think the marketplace was much of anything when I got this. Dude posted it for, I think, $20, and at the time it was still selling new for $60. So I kind of jumped on it and picked it up for $20. Now it's got there's new Ultimate Diablo 3 edition for Switch, and that's tanked the value of this one quite a bit ever since they released that. Let's see, there's another game. Here we go. These are by far my best deals that I've gotten on Xbox One games right here, and it's these four. I got them last summer, garage sale, $5 each. kid was trying to raise some money, had a box full of 360 and Xbox One titles, and I was like, how much? He's like, oh, $5 each. Great. I remember I was leaving for Helena that day. I was leaving for a road trip. I hit a couple garage sales that morning. Far Cry Primal. Overwatch Origins, which I should have flipped immediately, because I could have flipped it for about $30, but for some dumb reason I kept it. I'm not a shooter guy. You know I'm not an FPS guy. I'm definitely not a competitive multiplayer, which is the only thing this game is. I should have immediately flipped it. And I could probably still flip it for 10 or 15. But Shadow of War, this is the second Middle-earth Shadow game. It seems like it's a good game, but I think they've improved it with updates. But I remember, like, Jim Sterling did a ton of videos on just how this is, like, you know, pay to play, you know, loot box extreme. Like, the only way you can really finish this game without being incredibly frustrated is by, you know, paying a ton of money on top of what you paid to buy the game. And Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. This is a game that I did a video specifically going out to Walmart and Target trying to find, because it was selling for around $18-20, and because of trade promos, GameStop was giving like $35 credit on it. So $5 at a garage sale, still I could probably get some decent credit at GameStop for it, but we'll keep this one for the collection. Another garage sale find for $5 is a Prototype Biohazard Bundle. It's Prototype 1 and 2 from the previous generation. $5 is what I paid for it. And at the time, GameStop was giving like $20 credit for it. Once again, should have flipped it at the time. Now, I could still make money by taking it to GameStop, but it's only going to be a few bucks. So, there it stays. Dark Souls 3, I had to get it for cheap because it's still unopened, so I probably just bought it, throw it in the collection. A habit I'm trying to get out of, by the way, especially as we enter this summer and as we enter garage sale season. Not, if I'm going to buy games, either because I really want them or because they're flippable and I can make some money on them. I don't want to buy games just because they're cheap to, you know, toss in the collection. So, I mean, I'd say to this, my shelves are full. I got stuff in a... Man, my phone won't stay straight. I've got stuff in the storage unit. I don't need to mess around too much with that stuff. So just buying random Xbox or Wii games, just like, oh, I don't have it, throw it in the collection. I'm not going for a complete collection of anything. So there's no reason for me to buy super duper crappy Sports-tastic for the Wii just because I don't have it. And Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls is what it is, but there's enough Dark Souls games I don't need to get to 3. Demon Souls I want to play, Bloodborne I want to play. This one stays unopened. Battlefield 1 I got for $1 at a garage sale. It looks like it's got a little water on it, but it's alright for $1. There was another Battlefield game that in a $5 game box, I picked it up for $5 at a garage sale. I flipped it to GameStop for $10, and it had an unused Xbox Gold 12-month subscription card inside of it, which I still have Xbox Gold from that card, I believe. Should be winding down pretty soon, though. I better double-check when that ends, like it matters, because I'm about to store it away forever and ever. Super Lucky's Tales, I believe that was on my last pickup video. Target clearance for $13.98. I could play. Halo Wars 2 picked up at Walmart, I think for $10-ish. And finally, like the jewel of my collection, I think, of the 34 physical titles, Hellblade: Sensuous Sacrifice. I've owned this digitally on PS4. I'm going to buy it when it hits the Switch. I will support Ninja Theory for making this game. Not only do I think it's a good game, but it's also has a good message, and it touches a subject that needs to be touched in our media more, needs to be addressed. So, very happy, even though I'm not going to open it, because like I said, I've got it digitally on PS4. I will own it just to kind of support it. That's one of those games, one of those few games I'm like, I'm just going to buy it to support it. So 34 in games total. I did a quick price charting, and it's just over $400 worth of games, $400.74. I don't think I'd get near $400 even if I sold it all as a stack. I don't know where it is where you guys are at, where we're at in Bozeman. It seems like everybody's trying to lose their Xbox Ones. I see at least 2 or 3 pop up, Xbox One, and even S's, and they're trying to sell them for $200 with 3, 4, 5 games. So maybe if I put mine up with 34 titles or whatever, maybe I could put it up for 300. I just don't think there's a market for it. I think people right now are trying to get rid of them, not trying to acquire them. I think people realize that PS4 and definitely even Switch have kind of taken over the market, and Xbox. I think Xbox, they decided to not do games. They had a stretch where they didn't have any exclusive titles, or very few. Not big exclusive titles. Like between Halo 5 and Crackdown 3, it was like, a Forza game. Or games that didn't hit, like Recore or Quantum Break. They just didn't hit. They didn't resonate with the people on the console. So they're definitely making moves. You can look, Xbox is acquiring studios left and right. They acquired Ninja Theory, who developed Hellblade. They bought them right after. And which is it took people by surprise that Hellblade is coming to Switch, that Microsoft is allowing that. Although Microsoft is playing nice with Nintendo these days, not only for crossplay, but then there's the rumors that Xbox Live is going to appear on the Switch, and I don't know about all that. We'll see it. I'll see it when I believe it, or I'll believe it when I see it. But it's just so it might be better than next generation, or whatever comes next. But then again, there's not really much exclusive to Xbox anyway, because you can play it all on PC. If it's coming to Xbox, you can play it on Windows. So, and then like I said, they're moving mostly with digital. I wouldn't be surprised. I think they're releasing an Xbox One that's digital only, but I would not be surprised that whatever's after Xbox One is just digital. And we know Microsoft wants to move in different directions. They tried with the TV, and people shat on it. They tried with the DRM stuff that they wanted to do, that PlayStation took a big dump on them at E3, and they had to completely switch course. So, that's, Microsoft's going to try something in the days where they start putting, physical games on store shelves, I think are coming to an end sooner rather than later. But, if you just want to play games, like I said, Xbox Game Pass is a great deal. I think PlayStation offers something similar. I haven't really looked into it and see what games are involved, but there's a lot of decent games on the Xbox Game Pass. So, if you just want to try out a bunch of different types of titles and don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, spend $10. I wouldn't do the 12-month one because I don't know how streaming services for me. There's so many. Whether you have WWE, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Xbox, there's horror ones, there's anime ones, there's HBO, there's Showtime. There's just so many that they're kind of priced to be set and forget. Like Netflix is priced for you to go in there, put in your credit card number, and then forget that you're subbed. And you may not watch for a few weeks. But I want to watch Netflix. Dun-dun. And there it is. You got to start being smart with your streaming services. Like right now, I am not subscribed to Netflix. But I know that I will because I know there's a few things on there I'd like to watch right now. Now, if I wait a couple months, there's going to be other stuff on there I want to watch. And then down the road, here in a few months, there's going to be so much stuff I want to watch, I can send them my $10, watch it all, and then cancel. And be done, and wait for them to build up again. So that's kind of what I would do if I wasn't putting it away with Xbox. It's like, I kind of want to play Crackdown 3, which, that's as an example. I have no desire to play Crackdown 3. But if they release like Rise 2 and Sunset Overdrive 2, I'd be like, all right, let me sub to Xbox Game Pass for a month and play through those and see how they are. So that's what I do if you're kind of gaming on a budget and you have an Xbox sitting around. Do that 3-month sub for 15, play a ton of games, and then unsub. And then wait for them to put other games you want to play. I'll only do it again for a month. So that's what I'd do if I wasn't putting away. Which I am, because I need shelf space, and the Switch collection's growing too big. Not to mention all the other retro stuff that I keep finding, or hope to find, this summer. Alright, so that's a Juice Daddy Collection Xbox One. It's not the most riveting one. It's definitely not my favorite. I'm not passionate about it as I would be Nintendo or GameCube or even PlayStation stuff, and definitely retro stuff. So, yeah, I've acquired some games. Nothing, I don't think anything's going to age anything like a NES, Super NES title, N64 title. That, you know, if I pull it out of the bin in 30 years, people will go, wow, you own Sunset Overdrive? Nope, nothing like that's going to happen. I may do one more of these as we wait for garage sale season to kind of heat up a little bit around here, both literally and, you know, metaphorically. I think I'm going to put the Wii U away in a bin as well, because I think I'm done with it. And so I'll do a Wii U collection sometime here shortly, and get that put away. Then hopefully we're just coming at you with $5 game box game hunting content for months. I hope. And we don't have to we can save more collection videos until the next time it gets below freezing and snowing and blizzarding here in Montana. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe if you wish. Check me out on the Instagram, jucedaddy5, where yesterday, on Saturday, you would have seen a pretty nice pawn shop pickup I got for the N64. That I paid a decent price for it, but it was worth double what the asking price was, so I picked it up. So go check out the Instagram, check out my Mercari, Juice Daddy. I'm a Juice Daddy on Mercari, Jucedaddy. I've got a ton of stuff for sale right now. It's actually stacked over here. I have a stack of Dreamcast games. I have Might and Magic for Sega Genesis. I have some GameCube games, including Sonic Adventure Battle 2. And Geist, I have Geist, and Metal Slug 4 and 5 for Xbox I have up for sale as well. And a couple other things as well if you want to check that out. Juice Daddy on Mercari. Message me through the app. Message me that you watch the videos, and if you're a subscriber, we'll figure something out. Whether it be a discount or, you know, I toss in another game or something. I'll figure something out. If you support the channel by watching and subscribing, I'll help you out a little bit if you make a purchase if you want to make a purchase on my channel. I'll throw in a little something extra for you if you want. Alright, take care. I'll see you soon. I learned that's flipping people off over in England, and I have a lot of English viewers, so I don't want this. Stop doing deuces, because that's pissing people off. See you later.